issue meaning is make some divide. So it's a, we say last time I talked to him, anti and pro-Trump. Last time I talked to him, in the United States have two parties, Democratic versus Republican. Now it's changed that anti-Trump, pro-Trump. That's it. It's the joke. The media says that, and exactly divided. So next time today news says it's in the American campaign is exactly divided. Who is the strong supporter? They are exactly divided two things. One thing is some woman who has graduated college level, women. That women support Democratic at least about 67 to 70%. And the opposite side is the man who graduate only high school level. They highly support both Trump, about 65%. So now they guess the campaign expert says, so which group is more voting is their outcome, result. Okay, so now it's exactly divide two things. So anyway, this anti-Trump and pro-Trump. This is the problem. Anyway, let's move. A nation in need of healing. In times of tragedy and turmoil is confusion. Americans have long turned to their president. Turn to means is reliable. So several years in the United States, value mission is shared value. Last time I talked to you, what is your goal? Added value. So if you want to study, work, thinking, talking, all thing is focused, the value for yourself. Also, the United States created for a long time shared value. Shared value means is rely on each other and think about the community and respect on each other, something like that. For several years, so rely on the president because political leader, American leader, but nowadays it's changed and a really big problem there. That's the point. So turning to their president means is a long rely on their president, our president, as a source of empathy and unity. So empathy means is agree, same idea, and unity is the same community. That's the idea today as President Trump plans to visit the site of the deadly synagogue attack in Pittsburgh. So he highly using the divided policy. So last week I talked to you, the synagogue attack, somebody shooting and 11 guys died in Jewish temple. Jewish temple is synagogue. But so far, Trump's continued demonization means is make devil of his political opponents. The fake news media. Donald Trump makes some up because he wants to extend his idea. That's why this time in the politics think of two things. One thing is divide. The other one is make sacrifice. Okay. So yes, who did it this time in the history? Hitler. Hitler makes some target, and then whole national think about it. This Jewish Islam or something. So Jewish, he made the sacrifice for Jewish, something like that. So Trump makes some opponent or debuts two things. One thing is democratic and media. So media and democracy is a devil or something like that. So he wants the fake news media and democracy. And the migrant caravan has only intensified. Intensified means it's violent. The criticism in many quarters. Quarters means it's a very difficult word. The quarter, but in this sentence, the quarter is the area, some place. Quarters, no meaning 25. It's some area. So the many area, many region. So holding a political rally the same day as the shooting didn't happen. Never. Trump has 11 more rallies scheduled before next week's election. So before today, before. He is very strong campaign plan for 11. Very many schedules. A Gallup poll released means it's reported, okay, Monday, showed Trump's approval had dropped 4 percentage points in the last week to 40%. Even if Trump made some campaign, but the decrease the support rate. Okay. Next move, October 31st headlines. President Trump lost the idea of doing away with. Doing away with means is remove. Stop removing birthright citizenship, as you know, by executive order. So there are some arguments. In the Constitution is changed by executive order. This is problem. Some lawyer experts cannot. But Donald Trump, I already supported and advised my White House lawyer, but it's a lie. Nobody advised to him because his Constitution never changed by executive order. Executive order means is Donald Trump says that okay, do it. This is Donald Trump's order. But how can we make change the Constitution? This is the point. So even if he cannot do it, he knows it. But he said that because he wants to make issue the migrant problem to the campaign. Okay, that's why. So most experts say the 14th Amendment is Constitution. And the legal president stand in his way. Okay, so our school, our class, interest in this area. So I explained that. Born in the United States, the United States Constitution, the Supreme Court, and the federal law all say that country are children born within this country are citizens at birth, regardless of the citizenship status of their parents. As you know, we have two things. One thing is the territorial principle in the United States and Western Europe and the South American countries. We say about at least 30 countries keep going their territorial principle. It belongs to this place, occurs in the place, and then automatically get a citizenship. That President Trump, who's been campaigning intensely against immigration, says he is in the process of preparing an executive order to end that birthright. This is like Because in the process meaning is, oh, now in the process meaning is I order to advisor, lawyer advisor, and then can you check it? And maybe some days later, that means it's after today, maybe Donald Trump is keep quiet, keep silent, because it's not illegal, it's illegal. Is it a political stunt? What's the meaning stunt? Stunt is propaganda, something advertised, and some, you know, the suckers, the stunt man, something like that. Okay, like saying Congress will pass a tax cut before the midterm exam, the midterm election Tuesday, even though it's not in session. Another lie. In session means is now congressman is open, but now it's a campaign period, so it's never open the Congress, and then even the Congress is not open, not in session, but Donald Trump is all now is in the progress. He said that. It's exactly take news. So the congressman said is oh, we never open and then never in the process. That's what legal scholars tend to think. As for Trump claiming the United States is the only country in the world where a person comes in and has a baby, and the baby is essentially a citizen. He said it's the only country. No, at least 30 countries. It's also fake news. Fake, not fact. That's far from true. Never know true. There's more than 30 countries grant birthright citizenship, and others have variation on the concept. Because he wants to make issue. So as we know, in the especially Los Angeles area, it's an informal word. Did you know that? Did you know that word? Anchor baby? It's very, very informal word. So anchor baby means is now country also include that Korea, China, and some countries from the Asia mean and then make pregnant and then coming and make baby and then or America get a citizen. This is we say that the anchor baby. It's very, very informal word. You cannot say that. It's anchor baby. Anchor is anchor from ship, and so media we say the anchor. No? So that kind of baby we say the anchor baby. So he said this, oh, we cannot gift. I don't want to give the citizenship to anchor baby something, but the Donald Trump cannot say anchor baby. Anyway, they include that. For example, he said, oh, F1 student is coming and they get a baby. Is a citizen or not? That kind of thing. Or green card. So 1 week ago, Donald Trump said, okay, I cannot give to the first citizenship to the, even if the parents is green card. So that's why this some advisor says it's wrong. And then it disappears some voting power. Voting power is gone. So next day he tweeting, so oh, not includes the green card, only non-documented guys only, or something like that. Anyway, Donald Trump very, very focused today campaign. So he wants to make issue, but most of them is to lie or that. Today the headlines moved to headlines November 1st. The ballot is voting. The voting for the midterm election are already rolling in. Rolling in means is somebody have a lot of money. It's rolling in. Okay, rolling in is different word, but the rolling in means is we already started. But what does it mean? Top story is voting early and more open. So today is the historical very high rate of early voting before yesterday. Okay, yesterday. Election day is Tuesday, but nearly 25 million Americans has already decided to infomercial speak means is some explain for customer. So infomercial speaking. Act now before it's too late. They cast early ballot in the midterm election, which is usually a snooze fest. You cannot find this word in the dictionary. So snooze fest meaning is the snooze means it's not it's something sleeping and fast. So what's the meaning is an extremely boring event or period of time. Something like this time. Okay? We say it's snooze fest. Very, very extremely boring and tiring or something. That time we say it's a snooze fest. Okay? This is a snooze fest time. Meaning is compared with the president election. Some people think about it's very boring and this like that because it's a Donald Trump has make issue, and then I'm very confusing and I dislike him and then somebody like him. Exactly divide two things, two groups and argue or something. Make issue. So that's why I don't like this situation. So we say the snooze fest. Most people think about it very boring. Okay. 18 states have surpassed their early vote totals from 2014. Surpass meaning is over. Better than 2014. The last midterm, Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, and Texas could surpass the total votes cast in 2014. Before the big day event, even that here, the big day event is today. Politics writer Mark G. Barbara delves means is mind, means is find something, make an issue. But the numbers mean, what's the meaning is to better than 2014 early voting. So he cannot say that. Says who is more voting early? The UCLA reported to young people is more voting, early voting. Okay, today. And November 2nd, the Trump administration is targeting the left of Latin America while embracing the right. That's the meaning. The left meaning is the Democrat. The right is right meaning. Okay, before we play. The new axis of evil is from the George Bush. The White House has a new name for Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua. The troika of tyranny. Tyranny means is triple hard, something like this. Hitler style, or triangle of terror, or if you prefer the three stooges. Stooges meaning is some gangsters. Socialism. President Trump's national security advisor John Bolton used all of those terms in announcing sanctions against Venezuela and describing a strategy for Latin America that would punish leftist governments and embrace right-wing leaders in Colombia, Chile, and soon visit Brazil. Brazil is elected right-wing president, already done. Okay. 16 years ago, Bolton wants to include Cuba in George W. Bush's axis of evil, but was blocked. So the key man is to now who is the strong support support to the Donald Trump from the John Bolton. John Bolton is very extremely right-wing side, I think. Okay, he made it this word since George Bush 16 years ago. This time he delivered his remarks in Miami, a bastion of hardline Cuba, because it's the end of the Obama administration. The Obama made it with Cuba. It's a very peaceful agreement, but last year Donald Trump is the broken, so the Cuban. So ahead of Tuesday midterm election. Anyway, he wants to make an issue, include the Cuban. And move yesterday, November 5th, a polling data tells us one thing. The reality of the midterm exam election may be different depending on some key groups of voters. I said key groups. Key groups meaning is strong supporter. What's the polls wants to tell you? Ahead of Tuesday's midterm exam, the poll numbers indicate and the political operatives in both parties believe that Democrats will win back control of the House, meaning is win the Congress, and make significant gains in state capitals. Capital meaning is not money. This capital meaning is some power, okay, in the state. While Republican keeps a slim margin is slightly over there. As you know, that in the senators is 100 senators in the United States, and then now it's a little bit very similar, or a little bit Republican is more senators. So at this time, we guess a slim margin, okay? But as President Trump's victory in 2016 showed, upset happened. This is the first output. Washington Bureau Chief David Lotter looks at the big question mark, including Latino voters and blue-collar white voters, and provides the latest result from the United States, USC, Los Angeles Times poll. This is to research center in USC and UCLA. So now this election is very confrontation. Confrontation meaning is make correction. So between a white woman who graduated college level, and the other part is men who graduated high school only. So two groups, how long or how strong mean cohesion. Make some strong combine. Cohesion. Which group is more powerful cohesion? And then the result is we can guess the result. Okay, this is the cohesion. Okay, any question?